Good morning and welcome to the VSA Capital 5-minute morning miner. It's Tuesday, January the 25th. Morning, Paul. How are you this morning?
I am well, thank you. I am well. I managed to sleep all right too, given all the stress in the markets yesterday.
Well, it's not just stress in the markets yesterday. I suppose it's stress that the market's been going through about the last month. But obviously, this switch from growth to value. Mining really should be pretty resilient to all of this, but even mining stocks are being smacked pretty hard. But there you go. I'm sure it only really affects you if you've sold and taken a loss. If you're just sitting on your stock position and it goes back up again, so what? That's what I say. I'm a long-term investor. Anyway, let's start off with, actually, there's a bit of news out of Base Resources, isn't there? A quarterly statement, Paul.
Yes, that's right. Base Resources, which is the dual-listed mineral sands miner in Eastern Africa. Essentially, steady as she goes is looking here from the statements they're giving out here. Grade was higher on the quarter at 3.8% for heavy minerals versus 3.26% in the dune sand as they're working the South Dune ore body now. Also, the mine throughput rate was higher at 153,000 tons versus 134,000 tons as a result produced. So, and the numbers around the sales volumes are resulting in lower operating costs as well, $161 per ton operating costs versus the previous $174 a ton in the last quarter. So the outlook remains very positive at this point. They made no change to 2022 production guidance at all. And otherwise, bulk loading doesn't seem to be getting interrupted very much, at least at this time, due to logistics or COVID issues. So very smooth at this point.
I think it's fair to say all the mineral sands operations at the moment around the world are going pretty well, aren't they?
Yes, they sure seem to be, and it's nice to see the real steady demand, and that's primarily out of Asia as well. Even though there's other concerns around the economic outlook, the demand just seems to be real steady.
Okay, there's a little mention for Benchmark Metals, which is a Shanghai Mining Club member, and actually we're due to release a video blog fairly soon of that one. But they've had some more high-grade drilling results, Paul.
Yes, they sure have. Another 27 drill holes of infill and expansion drilling released on what they call the Duke's Ridge deposit on their Lawyers project up in northern BC. The highlight hole here was 49 meters showing 1.86 grams gold and almost 40 grams silver per ton, which is about 2.4 grams gold equivalent. And it's got a high-grade core component in there of 3.8 meters at 12.5 grams gold and 240 grams silver. A key thing around Duke's Ridge, this infill program, is it's definitely filling in some gaps in the drilling pattern that had pre-existed between two developing resources, such that they seem to be connecting up. They have plenty of drilling going on, including a winter program at this stage, and lots of assays yet to come back from the 2021 program as it is. But they're really pushing this project now because of the size and the quality of it at this point.
Yeah, and talking of size and quality, more drill results out this morning from Atlantic Lithium. I mean, this just keeps getting better and better and better, doesn't it, Paul?
With those kinds of numbers like that, what can I say? It was something that I predicted a little while ago with Atlantic Lithium and with Benchmark both. And as an exploration geologist in my background, I recognize that there are certain deposits where you can tell early on as an exploration geologist that this thing is going to really go. And these are two of those deposits for sure.
Yeah, Atlantic Lithium, also a Shanghai Mining Club member. And Vincent, who runs it, is clearly done exceptionally well. So well done him. It's probably worth just mentioning, there's not much to say, but the government of Mongolia actually, hasn't it, Paul, has reached an agreement, shall we say, with Turquoise Hill and Rio Tinto on the Oyu Tolgoi mine so that it can start again?
Well, yes, this has been a contentious sort of negotiation for quite a while now, which has essentially held back the development pace for the bulk underground at Oyu Tolgoi in Mongolia. And so it's delayed from original prognosis on this development by at least 2 years. But at least for the time being, we seem to have an arrangement which is mutually agreed between the Mongolian government, Rio Tinto, which is the corporate head on the entire project, and Turquoise Hill, which is essentially a major partner and otherwise operating entity in part of the joint venture there for that mine. So it's nice to see that that talking can still reach mutual agreement, unlike other issues around the world.
Oh, there was a bit of a political statement there, Paul, coming on. All right. Anything else you want to mention this morning?
Oh, just one other thing, that the Standard Lithium, which is lithium from oil field brine in Arkansas, they have signed a letter of intent with Koch Minerals and Trading. And what Koch will do is essentially help them with market-based pricing mechanism on how to price lithium hydroxide as direct production from this style of brine to direct production. And that's important not just for Standard, but for some other companies out there which are considering this methodology, like Lake Resources, Vulcan Energy, Cornish Lithium. All of those names have some interest in how this pricing mechanism might work.
Yeah, it's going to be quite interesting to see how it does all pan out. Anyway, let's call it a day there, and we'll speak again tomorrow. Although it may not be me because I've got meetings, so it may be Ollie, but we'll just see. Thanks, Paul.
Very good.